bipinnatifidum. One of my favorite specific epithets. Alright. This is a relatively unique plant, I would say. Alright, so you got leaves that can get up to 2.5, 3, sometimes in the wild 4 feet long. Okay, extremely dissected. Now there are different kinds of philodendron, so the leaf morphology can be different for each one. But typically you'll see this. You'll see a very coarse midrib, very coarse venation. At least the primary venation coming off of the midrib is very coarse, and then it becomes a little bit less so as you move into the foliage. Foliage feels sort of fake. Okay, it's very plasticky. All right. You'll notice the petioles are extremely stout. All right, so maybe what, inch, 2 inches in diameter, depending on where you grab the petiole. Also has sort of almost a triangular feel to it. Okay. You'll notice that the leaf scars where the petioles were on the trunk are extremely unique, very conspicuous. You notice here where the vascular tissue was connected as well. Almost looks like an eye looking out from the stem. Another interesting characteristic are aerial rootlets that occur from the stem. These things, and I guess I should have brought some clippers so I could have cut them. They'll grow into the ground, and they do perform the same sort of function as other roots do. But interestingly enough, I have to cut these whenever I move this in or move it out, because they'll grow into the ground, and it's sort of, it almost bleeds, so it gives off a orangey sap. Okay, and it's extremely interesting. It's almost like you cut somebody and some blood's coming out. It's kind of an interesting deal. But you see how the rootlets have, they started down at the base and they're continuing on up, and it makes almost like a, if you don't cut them off, which I don't because I want to show everybody what it does, at that point then they sort of make like a, I don't know, sort of Medusa head thing down there, okay? Yeah, probably so. I probably need to bump this up, but it's hard enough to bring in and out as it is, so I don't really want to do that right now. At some point in time we'll probably just have to get a new one. I'll stick this one outside and we'll deal with it, okay? I believe this is the flower structure, but to be honest with you, I'm not sure. I've never seen the thing flower, so we'll just act like it's not. Maybe it's possible that this is just a sheath that's containing the rest of some of the vegetation. In fact, it makes a little bit more sense to me now. But there is a flower that doesn't occur here. It doesn't occur down in the tropics, so it's not something that we all really need to know all that much about. But it is interesting if you want to look up the flower. There is a flower on Philodendron.
Is the flower going to be very different on the different species, or?
No, they're typically similar.
It's the foliage really is why they plant it. I mean.
Okay, so questions on that?